speaker. Thank you. Welcome, Ms. Cook.
Thank you, Commissioners. Pleasure to be here, I guess. My name is Nancy Cook, and I've been a resident of Indian River County for over 50 years. And the reason that I'm here speaking to you today is because I hope you will get us out of this 750. I originally got involved in this type of community activity, sustainability, so to speak, as a member of the visioning committee in the city. And then about a month ago, we had a charrette given here that followed the same exact principles of what I experienced in the visioning, which was very uncomfortable for me because at the time I was ignorant and I did not know the source of this very good sounding ideas, and I didn't know what the end game was supposed to be. Since that time, I've educated myself on the origins of regionalism and sustainability, and I don't like the direction that it's going. I felt at the time that they're very, very skillful in asking questions that already have answers, that any dissenting opinion is brushed aside and said that it will be dealt with later. We were told that it would never have anything to do with regulations, with making law, that there would be plenty of time to talk about that, but that isn't actually how it turns out. When it comes to regionalism, I find that it's not an American principle. It is being practiced different places in the world because all of this is part of global governance. Regionalism does not assure individual freedom. It's expensive, it's inefficient, it moves from elected, accountable officials like yourselves, which I'm very much in favor of. It moves to unaccountable, appointed bureaucracies. Those bureaucracies have great capacity to end up in corruption. During the past 2 weeks, I've had an opportunity to speak to a lot of citizens in Indian River County, and one woman brought great interest to my attention. When she said, "What is 750?" I said, "Well, it's about regionalism." And she said, "Oh my God," she said, "my home country got involved in that about 10 years ago. And at that time, we moved away from elected officials, personally accountable, fiscally accountable. We moved to regionalism of appointed officials." She said it got so corrupt and they paid themselves so much money and you couldn't get anything done. And her home country is Greece. So yes, I think it was remarkable. She defined exactly where this, I believe, could lead us. I'm standing firmly opposed to anything that does not back up our rights to a free market economy. I don't want a regional board deciding what's good for our economy, because a free market without government regulations per se, no government regulations, but with limited government regulations, the free market handles the economy very well. And that's one of the things I think that has been so unique about Indian River County, is that we are small enough and we can deal with issues as they present themselves. I'm much in favor of elected officials over appointed government that gets bigger and bigger. I like local decision-making and fiscal responsibility. No matter what carrot or hook they offer you, there are communities all over this country who have been baited, or however you want to call it, with the funds that come along with these projects. And they are across the country trying to get out of these situations that they've gotten themselves into. At the limit of time, I won't list them, but there are many. Historically, big government does not solve the problems. Small, accountable government, elected officials, they do. when I read this, their intentions about space planning and urban development, it scares me spitless, because I believe in individual rights. I think that God gave humans dominion over animals, and I don't want to leave the entire midsection of our state to the animals, where the people have to all be herded into a small spot where they can be controlled more easily. I'm vehemently opposed to that. I'm not afraid of the CO2 that the animals breathe any more than I'm afraid of the CO2 that the people breathe, nor their waste products. Anyway, I want to say no to this so-called opportunity, because the HUD, the DOT, the EPA money is to buy you. And that is actually our money too. And we're borrowing it from China, as far as I know, because they're all broke. And so getting hundreds or millions or even trillions of dollars from them does not really appeal to me. I want to take our community, I want to deal with it as we need to, as the issues occur. I just a few minutes ago was hearing about rising sea levels, and my research has pointed to zero, absolutely scientific evidence that that is happening. When it happens, Indian River County will deal with it as we have to. God is in charge of sea level rising, and I don't think that all the help from South Florida is going to change that at all. I think that we want to handle our problems as they come along individually. Anything that they are doing that we should join in with, we will still be free to, if we retain our freedom. We won't be forced to. No matter what kind of apples or carrots they offer you, please extricate us from that and get us out of 750, because our county really doesn't have that much in common with the needs of the counties south of us. We want small government, elected, not appointed, fiscal responsibility, and we want to take care of our own problems, and we feel we can do that. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Ms. Cook.